Welcome back to the Mauzy channel. My name is Mauzy from Platinum Heroes. Today I'm bringing you once again some Korean StarCraft League action. This time it's going to be a Protoss versus Protoss, starting here on Oceanborn. This is a best of 3, and spawning on the top left side for Team Platinum Heroes, we have Firefly. And his opponent for Club NV, formerly known as Team NV, our Red Protoss, it is Creator. So both players are high caliber, both players capable of great things, and honestly, regardless of the result, I just hope they're going to go for distance. I always like to see more creative PvP action. Now, looks like both players opt for the high ground gate opener, which is probably the standard one, unless your name is MaxPax and you want to like really try one gate expand. Now, obviously the standard PvP opener is the 16 gate, 17 and 18 gas, 19 second gate, and of course as the first gate we finishes the cyber core, second pylon, and sometimes even go for a double corona boost on your workers just to fill up those gases a bit faster. Now, obviously the more important thing for these scouting probes, as they were sent out after the first gateway, is to scout for any kind of shenanigans. Some one gate expand, scout for the second pylon missing from home, counting the probes, seeing the energy on the nexus, all that stuff. Now these are small details, but at this level, the pro level, this means a lot. So you need to pay attention to these, because it can give away some small bits of information that is actually going to benefit the player who scouts it. And yeah, so Stalker is going to be the opener from Creator, and Adept is going to be the first units from Firefly. Now I'm not sure what Firefly is going to go after this. It could be Stalkers, could be Stalker Sentry, could be anything. Okay, so it's double sentry. Oh, and there is a Stargate from Creator. Okay, so I think Firefly can afford a Nexus a bit faster, obviously, because of that the lack of a Stargate. But it's gonna have basically the scouting with those adepts, and it's gonna have the scouting with the sentries after that. Creator also goes for a not that much delayed Stargate, but obviously he skipped units 3 and 4, so that is something to note here, as Firefly will have those 2 sentries to scout basically infinitely. 2 sentries are quite nice to use as scouting tools. Now it's backing off with those adepts. I wouldn't have minded to have like a single try to at least get into the main and see what's happening. So I'm not sure if Firefly realizes. Probably realizes due to experience, right? And playing these players like quite a lot. Okay, Oracle leaves the base and it's gonna get scouted. Question is it going to be in time to actually warp in more Stalkers? Obviously it's not going to be the case because it's only 2 gateways. Stalkers are being warped in into the main, but the Oracle is going to get into the natural. Now the 2 adepts are going to move across the map. Obviously they have nothing to do here. Okay, sentries are going to move forward and try to disturb the Oracle, but we know how sentries work, right? So the Creator could actually just dive onto those sentries. Obviously didn't know how long for the next warp in is, and Firefly loses 3 workers. Okay, he's gonna try to get at least 1 worker in return. He's going to get 2. The Creator shuts this harassment down with 4 Stalkers. Now Blink is the follow-up for Firefly, and it's gonna be a lot faster than Creator's Blink, so that's important to note. Second Oracle is out on the map. 4 Stalkers are going to move out. Third base is is already placed for Firefly, but this has to be a cancel, right? I mean, there's enough Stalkers, but how are you gonna defend the Oracle and the Stalkers at the same time. I suppose you bring your sentries and just try to go for something here. Ooh, Stalkers out of position. That is going to cost Firefly a lot of workers. 10 workers go down. He's going to clean up a couple of Stalkers, but he's not targeting the same Stalker. He's going to get 2. And he's going to get one of the Oracles as well, but 10 workers. Wow, that's actually crazy. Creator about to take a third base. Now Firefly needs to move across. It's going to move across with a couple of Blink Stalkers, adds more gateways. Gateways 3 and 4 are quite late, I'd say, and obviously is there a proxy pylon? There is a probe, so there is potential to put down a proxy pylon, but is that the case why this probe is here? A couple of force fields were placed correctly. Oh, Creator's blink is not yet done, and Firefly might just be able to sneak a win here. He's gonna take down all the Stalkers, and now he can do a lot of damage. But the problem is the Oracle comes back, and it is on attack move, and it might even kill a Stalker. That is crazy. Now Firefly just puts down that proxy pylon. He's going to warp in just a couple of seconds, I suppose. Is there enough money? There is plenty of money to warp in. He has to micro these Stalkers, though. Oh, the shield backer comes in clutch. More Stalkers are being warped in. There is a gateway in front of Creator's face. Literally, 2 Zealots are being also warped in. Those are going to be annoying, and now Creator has to try and take down these pylons as fast as possible to shut down this little warp-in segment over here. Oh, the Zealot is not protected anymore by that. And this is quite painful. If the gateway was finished at this moment, this would be Firefly's game. But yeah, it's PvP. There's a GG. That means we are already moving on to game number 2. We are back with game number 2, and this is going to be on a hard lead. Spawning at the bottom right side, the winner of last game for Club NV. Give it up for Creator. And his opponent needs some energy, needs to recuperate from that loss. It is Firefly from Team Platinum Heroes. Once again, high ground pylons, just as you would expect on a non-ramped map. And I believe if Firefly was, I don't know, like the blink was much faster, and for a moment I felt like Firefly would have it. The pylon was ready for some time, and I suppose he did not warp in. I don't know. He warped in at home, then I'm not sure if the gateways were finished at home, the gateways 3 and 4. That I think they were a tad bit late, and since I feel like they were a bit late, I also feel like they were like, this wasn't like a planned attack, right? So he had to move across the map because he lost 10 workers, and despite having I think the third base got cancelled or something. Yeah, so it was quite a terrible situation for Firefly, but still almost managed to pull a rabbit out of the hat. So props to Firefly. That was a crazy good attempt. I'm not sure if the warp-ins were ready when that proxy pylon finished. I suppose with a couple extra Stalkers a tad bit faster, it would have been quite nice. And he had the money, he could have placed that gateway as well. So a bit sad for Firefly, but obviously it happens. And the game, when you play it, and when you're in that tense situation, and you need to make like a split-second decision, it's a lot different than what we see. We see like a much slower version, and we see the clock, and 30 seconds could feel like an eternity for a player, and feels like you need to make a decision. What feels like 30 seconds, it sometimes can feel a lot longer, sometimes can feel like a lot faster as well. Okay. Creator is going to drop that scouting pylon, and we'll see a single Stalker. Okay, that's very good for Firefly. Doesn't show if it's Stalker Sentry or if it's or if it's soccer. Now, I know there's some maniacs out there who play Stalker Adept or Adept Sentry, but yeah, I don't know about that. So I truly have no idea. Like, no offense, I literally have no idea what that build is supposed to, like, what that opener is supposed to achieve. I guess you have like scouting and some defense, but yeah, it's kind of weird. This time around, Creator doesn't go for the Stargate, and Firefly goes for the Twilight Council after 4 units. Creator still puts out 6 units, 3 sentries, 3 stalkers, so it's gonna have infinite scouting. Now this is literally the infinite scouting, and also goes for the Twilight. Now it's weird that we didn't see forges in the past last game, but obviously these games are super short. Some harassment and maybe take a forge after the 3rd phase or something along those lines. It's pretty much the same in all of them, in all of the matchups for Protoss. So yeah, since PvP barely gets to 3 bases a lot of times, then yeah, I suppose taking a forge is mostly for like a 2 base all-in or something along those lines. I remember when I learned PvP, they said around, I want to say, well, basically when you get your tech, which is the Twilight, you get your forge as well, if you don't scout anything suspicious off of a Stalker Sentry opener. The Creator is looking to take initiative and trying to go for a 3rd base, cutting a bit of workers, I suppose. Yep. Okay, gets a 3rd base. What was I saying? 4th base? Never mind. you know it's BS if it's me casting a lot of times. Actually, no. I'm pretty much on point a lot of times, but yeah, sometimes I forget to speak. It happens, I guess. Both players opting for that early 3rd base. Early. Well, I'm saying early, but it's like what, 4:45 or something among those lines. So it's technically not that early. It's probably safer. The problem is I'm basing everything off of my levels of PvP, or like 5k level PvP, and those are like, yeah. A lot of shenanigans happen in PvP, and that's what I'm here for, right? So Blink is going to be finished for Firefly. He's gonna have like the 5-second window here where he can just do something and blink away. Doesn't actually use it. Probably in his head, Creator already has the blink. And there's the forge that we've been talking about. On the other side, we already have the forge finishing, but no upgrade has been started. I'm waiting for charge +1, and obviously I'm waiting for that good old Robotech. Okay, there's a charge as well. And Creator opting for an extra gateway. Firefly opting for 2 gateways. So this is quite nice for Firefly. I feel like Firefly is a tad bit ahead if he can survive a bit longer. Now, army supply wise, Creator worked in like an extra round of stalkers, I feel like. Maybe even 2. No, actually, like one extra round. I feel like that's pretty much it. Okay, Observer as well. And the Robo is covered up for Creator. Like, Creator is just a tad bit behind. The upgrade advantage will be significant for Firefly if he realizes that there is an upgrade advantage. Charge is also going to be really, really good. Oh, but Creator is taking the initiative once again. And there's 2 adepts here. Oh, Firefly with the clutch pylon placement, beautifully done there. And the adepts are actually super trapped here. They're both going to go down. Firefly says, never ever again will you trick me that way to lose that many workers again. And takes the initiative and just basically comes in clutch. Now Creator will scout everything that needs to scout. Maybe he even realizes that the upgrade is finished. Oh, he tapped it, so I'm not sure if he paid attention that the forge is not spinning anymore. Maybe Firefly activated it fast enough for the +2 to start. I'm not sure. Anyways, that's a very committed attack here. Oh, and blinks forward, snipes the battery. Beautifully done here by Firefly. Guardian Shield is not going to last for too long. Sentries are being taken down. Firefly sentries are still alive, and this looks like an amazing fight for Firefly. There is charge, there's a War Prism, there is a couple hallucinated Archons. Sentries are being here. Creator is trapped, and GG is the call from Creator. We are going to a deciding game number 3. After that game number 2, we are back on Hecate, and we have our red Protoss for Club NV spawning in the bottom left side. It is Creator. And the winner for Team Platinum Heroes in the top right side. We are looking at the main base of Firefly. Oh my goodness, what a clean build was that from Firefly. Just a tad bit ahead of Creator. Just Creator lacking a bit in upgrades, lacking a bit in basically every department, like just a tiny tad bit. And actually, I'm not sure what started the avalanche. It feels like the third sentry and third stalker, an extra 150 gas. Like, yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? So yeah, Firefly was just a tad bit faster on the blink, was just a tad bit faster on charge, also had +1 faster. Oh, charge was not just a tad bit faster, and +1 wasn't a tad bit faster either, was quite far ahead on those upgrades, but also had +2 for the insurance policy. So yeah, it's kind of a crazy game, to be honest. Beautifully executed, just the beauty of a StarCraft game. So obviously we love these type of games, and both players are opting for the pylon at home, I suppose. Yep, that is going to be the case. Both players saturated gas, trying to deal with the probe as well. Okay, so obviously the players are quite familiar with everything. Okay, adept on both sides. Now this is gonna get interesting, and I love it. Honestly, I really love it, because this will actually come down to who pays more attention, especially if it's gonna happen at the same time, right? Okay. Sorry, had to drink a bit of tea. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm a tad bit under the weather. Happens to the best, I guess. Luckily, I am going to be on leave for the upcoming week, so at the time of recording. Okay, and Creator's adepts are... Alright, I guess, yeah, both players finish the shades, and Firefly is going to be the one coming up faster over here. Okay. Oh, clutch. Just in time, just making sure that nothing happens. Problem is, the two sentries are not going to be of any good. Oh, and maybe he's gonna force a pylon to finish. Oh, this is beautiful. Ooh. Okay, let's see if that's going to be the case. Second stalker is finishing. Okay, so both players managed to survive somehow. But there's two stalkers for Creator. And what's more interesting is Firefly has a robo on the way. Oh, here's the robo. Okay, and there's the prism. There's the prism, so I'm curious what we're going to see. Creator is opting for the more standard opener with the Twilight Council, starting the blink and chrono boosting it right away as it should be. Creator is going to scout the robo tech, so I'm not sure what he's going to take away from this. Maybe he's going to try to stick around to see what unit pops out. Doesn't do so, at least not yet. Okay, Prism is moving out. And I'm not sure if Creator knows what this is. He could. Now, Rubble is coming up for Creator as well. If he could just somehow manage to squeeze out an Immortal, that would shut down Firefly's attempts. There's going to be... Okay, no probe, but... Oh, what is this going to look like? Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, Creator. Okay, Creator starts attacking that. Okay, now the Adepts are actually moving in, and that's going to be 4, 5, 6. Okay, 2 more Adepts are warping in. 8 probes down. So that is going to be a lot of DPS here with all these extra Adepts. Oh, cancels the Shade. I'm not sure why that happened. Could have finished the Shade and maybe take out 2 or 3 more probes. But now the Immortal is actually out for Firefly. And Pilot Council is going to be super late. Creator has the blink, so he could pounce for a counterattack for sure. Third base is on the way for Creator. Firefly's third base is nowhere to be found, so I would assume that Firefly is going for some kind of 2-base shenanigans. 2 Immortals, third Immortal is on the way, so is it going to be Charge or is it going to be Blink on the side of Firefly? That is the question. Oh, never mind. Glaives. Adept Immortal? Quite interesting. Is there Prism left? No, Prism has gone down. Now, can Creator actually do something here? There's no shield battery. Uh-oh. Firefly could be in deep trouble. Obviously, the blink in the main base is going to cost him a bit, for sure. Third Immortal is going to pop out, and that's going to be the end of this. 2 probes go down. That is the most that he can get out of it. I'm not sure about this Glaives. I mean, it could work. Oh, that's a sentry going down, so that's a lot of gas and a lot of scouting denied there. Okay, once again, Creator will try to go into the main base, and this is going to be really annoying. Forces the recall, which is quite good for Creator. And he might just want to stick around with a couple of units on the low ground, but that's not going to be the case. Oh, the Immortal. Oh, careful. The Immortal is really valuable for this. And now we have a proxy gateway, and we have Adepts being pushed out on that proxy pylon. This is super far. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I think this is gonna be an all-in. I mean, there's 37 workers, which is not ideal for any kind of macro game. Okay, these Adepts are actually doing a lot of damage in the fast damage. Oh, but is this going to be enough? I don't think so. Oh, the shield battery is going to be really clutch, but gets taken down. Oh, I don't think Firefly has enough, and it's not going to be enough. There is an Immortal just getting sniped. Second Immortal and third Immortal is going to be sniped soon. Everything goes down for Firefly, and there is a couple of Adepts there. But in the end, Creator takes game number 3 and wins the best of 3 series. Congratulations, Creator. Now, for you guys on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. And this was Mauzy from Platinum Heroes. And this was Korean StarCraft League. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that sub button, ring the notification bell, and maybe consider liking and, yeah, probably sharing it to your friends. That's how you can help the channel. I'm putting these out for you guys, and I'm really happy that you guys are enjoying most of them. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love. Cheers. Came for the crop.